Hello, thank you for joining me for another video. Today I am going to show you the difference between matte and dewy finish makeup. I'm gonna do one half of my face very matte makeup and the other half of my face very dewy. The difference is obviously one is not shiny and the other is shiny. Also, the biggest news of the video is that I got eyelash extensions. Oh my gosh, I love them. They are so cool and I hope they last a really long time. Don't have to wear mascara for a while, which is super awesome. Joining us today is my cat Walter. Hi, Pops! You cutie boy. He doesn't really do makeup though. I'm gonna start out by moisturizing my skin, and I'm gonna moisturize my entire face because even if you don't want to have a shiny finish to your makeup, it's still important to moisturize first. It's actually a myth that moisturizing your skin makes you oily. Moisturizing your skin helps balance your oils, because if you don't moisturize, your skin is like,
I'm thirsty. I guess I'll create my own oil to quench myself.
if your skin's creating its own oil, then it will start to seep through whatever makeup you have on, and that will create that cakey look and that foundation that separates. So moisturize is the main lesson. For the side of my face that I want to be matte, which is going to be my left side, I'm going to use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This is a very mattifying primer. It fills your pores and takes away shine from your face, but I'm only going to put it on the left side. For the dewy side of my face, I'm not going to prime at all. For the matte side of my face, I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty in the color Macchiato. This is the Faux Filter High Coverage Foundation, and it's also very, very mattifying. Yeah, already this side of my face is looking much less shiny than the other. So there's that side of my face with my Faux Filter Foundation, and this side with no foundation. Whoa, that's so crazy. I'm like the Phantom of the Opera. Hi, bubs. For the dewy side of my face, I'm gonna do more of a light coverage foundation or a tinted moisturizer. I actually don't own a light coverage or tinted moisturizer right now, so I'm gonna create my own using my trick from last video, which is just a touch of, this is the Born This Way Undetectable. This is medium to full. The Huda is high coverage. This says medium to full on it. And then I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of moisturizer to create a faux tinted moisturizer, just so that it's a little bit more dewy on this side. Looking different. See, like the shine of this side versus the, I mean, there's some shine obviously because of this really bright light I'm using, but you can already tell the difference. Both are great, they're just different. This is the Born This Way concealer. I'm gonna conceal with the same brand for both sides because concealer doesn't really contribute to matte or dewy. So we'll just do that as normal. For the matte side of my face, I am going to bake. So I took my loose powder from Maybelline, my favorite, and I'm loading up some powder underneath that under eye, like so, and on the forehead where I usually get shiny. And then on my dewy side, I'm not going to bake at all. So that's the main difference. In sleep he sang to me. There's not really a matte versus dewy eyebrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and do those the same way for both sides of my face. Actually, we can make a little difference between the eyebrows. I'm gonna take some highlighter on a little tiny brush and just highlight underneath my dewy brow bone for a little shine in here. Moving on to eyeshadow, I'm gonna start the same way for both eyes with a matte brown color from my Mad for Mattes eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. And then I'm going in with some lighter browns for the lid area. And then I'm pulling that dark color kind of down onto my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna do the same look for both eyes, but one's gonna be the matte version and one will be the dewy version. So this color right here, it's called Patchouli and it's a very matte shade. I'm gonna do in the center of this eye, just to brighten up the lid area. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more of that dark color and just kind of seamlessly blend those together. So there's my eye finished for the matte side of my face. A simple, warm, kind of smoky eye look. We're done. I'm sure you can guess what we're gonna do to the dewy side of my face.
You got it.
We're gonna add some sparkle. This will make my dewy side look nice and wet. So I'm taking this highlighter from, it's actually from Wet n Wild. It's really pretty. Ooh. So I'm taking a little bit of this highlighter on my finger and starting to just rub it around my eyelid just to bring a little bit of a sparkle base for what I'm about to do. I'm also gonna take that same pencil brush that I used with my eyebrow and pull some highlight into my inner corner. I've done this in, I think, every single video so far, but like I've said before, it really just brightens up my eye, makes me look awake. I love this technique. Yeah, that's so pretty, I think. Taking these glow drops from Cover FX. These are like my, oh my gosh, so pretty. So I'm taking some of these, just rubbing it around and putting them on my eyelid. And these are like the epitome of that wet effect for your eyes. Yes, so pretty. And then I'll grab a little bit more of that dark color and finish off the blending just to create a very seamless look. This is also a highlighter, so I'm taking a little bit more of what's on my hand and just with my finger dabbing it onto my highlight. This stuff is pretty glittery, so be careful. Or don't be careful and get super glittery, which is what I always do. If you get a little bit crazy with your highlight, you can always fix it with a sponge. Everything can be fixed with a sponge. I'm wiping off the bake on my matte side. And because the rule is you cannot do cream to powdered products, I'm taking just the lightest amount of powder of all time and dusting it over my cheek where my bronzer is gonna go. For bronzer, it's gonna be just the same technique on both sides of my face. The difference will be for the dewy side, I'm gonna add a little bit of blush. And blush just kind of gives that really like sun-kissed, summery look right on the apple of my cheek. And then since I have so much highlighter left over on my hand, I'm just gonna go right back over my highlight area with a little bit more. Using your finger is a really good way to control liquid highlighters. If you don't do a tapping motion with liquid products, sometimes they can smudge and undo the foundation. I'm gonna give myself a spritz on my dewy side, and then I'm gonna go in with some more of that Wet n Wild highlighter and just highlight my brow, a little bit of my Cupid's bow over here. I'm doing like half of my nose, kind of. For lipstick, I'm using a matte liquid lip. This is from NYX. It's called the Matte Cream Lipstick. And for my dewy side, I'm going to add a gloss over the top, also from NYX. All right, I turned off my ring light so you can really see the difference between my two sides. So here we go. Here's the matte side. It's pretty. It's very done. It's very nice. There's no highlight or anything. And then here's the dewy side. So as you can see, even though I did the exact same look for both halves of my face, the matte side and the dewy side are completely different. I think both look great. I personally like the dewy side better because it's shiny and fun and glowing, but the matte side definitely looks more natural and a little bit more classic. Which one's your favorite? Thank you so much for watching another video. I am now going to dump a bunch of highlighter on this side of my face so that I can match, because this is just more fun. I will see you for my next one. You just lounging over there?